maybe work on something small to kind of help us see some of the stuff. Um, what I was thinking is making a sort of test platform, something that we can use that takes into account everything, kind of giving me a overview of what's going on so far. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm only going to stream for about an hour today, I think, or at least try to only stream for about an hour. I think that'll be a good way to just get it going. But so I am working on Axiom, and I wanted to get a small RAM that can, how do I want to put this? Small program that can check the outputs different agents like the resonance agent and the emotion agent, almost like a dashboard. All right. Okay, view outputs of each agent in real time on refresh. Lightweight, just Python, no server or web GUI needed. Easily expandable to show you more agents and data. Each agent has a method like getState or toDict. Return its current internal data. Agents are accessible via central dispatcher. AxiomDashboard. Create an AxiomDashboard. Place the getState method with your action agents. Logic. Synchronize or update continuously. Okay. The agent is out a set of parameters can include those two agents as a agent's code. Yeah. For the dashboard at this time, I am having issues with the dispatcher. Should be able to tell from the code what they do. Here is the resonant underscore AI dot pi. Copy. Okay, Awesome. Okay. Copy. Well, I gotta wait for it to finish loading. Here is the underscore agent dot pi. This to the code and give me the full code for the dashboard. Add a, add a pause and resume and make sure it exits properly when stopped, when closed. Alright, a motion agent. Got it all. Copy. Control V. Time data from resonance has a pause for zoom toggle. Exit cleanly when the window is closed. Separates. Alright. Got those two. Me perception interface. Haven't made that yet, but I still want to. Alright. Copy. Oh wait, I gotta wait. So I need to make a new file. Under Axiom AI. New file. And it's going to be Python. Where is it? Untitled. Where is untitled at? Copy code. New file. Close that. And new file. And that's going to be dashboard.py. Alright, now make sure we copy the code. What's up, Tommy? How are you doing? Alright, now Python dashboard.py. No. File. Let's go ahead and save. ls Axiom AI. Okay, under Axiom AI. cd Axiom. Okay, so all right. Hey. Okay, so I got everything so far is good. State vectors. Resonance status score of 80. Threshold is 0.95. Resonance is false. Sacred moment is false. Awesome. Geomagnetic's the main one. Dominant emotion at this time is joy. 0 sadness or anger. Yeah, well, welcome back. Glad to have you. Alright. So I am getting all the information. That's good. Oh. So under cosmic factors, moon. Okay. So click on the agent. The moon stays at 1. What does 1 represent? Great question. Resonated moon phase factor is calculated by get moon phase factor like this. So what's happening? Moon phase value from the API is usually a normalized number from 0 to 1, where 0 is new moon, 0.5 is full moon, 1 is new moon again. Cycle reset. Resulting formula, sine wave, is about 1. Okay. Is 0 at both 0 and 1, and okay. So for the resonant agent, the moon phase is key. It the emotions a bit with the of the moon. Moon phase carrying influence on emotional tones equal resonant. To return the normalized data. The res agent the only one factor for the emotion agent. So it should only affect the resonance score. For refinement, moon phase should influence the resonance score, not directly biasing the emotion. And sacred moments, it should not implement moon phase independently. Get sure that the moon phase only affects. Okay, I need to go back to my resonance agent. Vector and not pass separately to other agents. Flow. Okay, get cosmic factors. Resonant agent. So how do I ensure that it is not in that one should cycle by the day? I already got that. I think I already got that. Timeout 5. If R is okay, if R okay. Copy. All right, now the fun begins. Copy. Well, that didn't even do anything. That was literally the same thing. Okay. Not yet. Okay. Alright, so let's try this again. Should get different factors. Moon is staying at 1. Okay, dormant. I mean, it's probably just a part of the thing. 0, 1. Control C. Control V. Nope. Okay. So at least we know one thing: the patients fell to 2.2 today, so it does work. It is taking and adjusting each day. That's a good thing. Moon phase should be a oscillus with new being 0, full being 1, and waning and waxing in between on their movements. Okay. I think I have a different idea on that. New moon starts at -1. Full moon is full moon be 1. That be closer to a more cyclical target. Sound wave over the phase where okay, so let's go back to our resident agent and let's get the updated code. Copy is the current code. Tell me what to update. Okay, so go to your get moon phase factor, return. So instead of that, we're going to return that. So Control V. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and save this. All right. Now let's go to the dashboard and see what's going on. All right. Now, moon stays at 1. Okay, let's take a look at the moon phase for today. Okay, it is still saying 1. Raw phase value to debug. Function takes. Copy. Okay. Let's go to Resonant AI. And let's put it in here. Define try. Might help if I actually copied it. Oh wait. Okay, so it is right. Okay. Save. Okay. Okay, now let's zero. It's computing as the product of your cosmic factors. Oh, okay. So it's because of the moon factor. Okay, okay. I see what's going on. Let's Control C back to the original. Alright, now let's try doing that again. Okay. I tried. Okay. No, that would completely would make okay. So so how am I going to get around that? Because my whole thing revolves on being able to use negative numbers in a positive way. Let's see. How would I solve this? Okay. So patience is tied to the moon. Oh gosh, how would I do this? Ugh. Okay, so we put it back to. Okay, so we did put it back. It is giving me scores and thresholds. I do have a resonance moment. Awesome. Can the current score ever reach a unfavorable cosmic factors? Okay. So currently the score is at a perfect 1. Okay. So do the scores do the cosmic factors all stay between 0.1 and 1? Solar activity. This coming from 0 to 9 normally. hard-coded, yeah. Yes. I would like all to scale to 0.21. No, that's how a sacred moment would actually come in. Okay, yeah, so that works. That works. Okay. Here is my current get moon phase get moon phase or code. It from 0 to 4 copy, and it make sure it okay. Print. Function explicit. Okay, so request all that 000 UTC timeout 5. Okay. Daily moon phase if phaseless 0. Raw phase. Okay, so let's just double check that we got this perfectly. Control T. Tab, 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 tab. Okay, now location our vectors, scale to a positive. Okay. Okay. Copy. Here is the full code for agent. Make the Okay. Oh, but yeah, Tommy. Sorry, I ain't talking much. I'm just trying to get through this, and oh, I'm a little exhausted. Okay. Moon factors now output a scaled positive value, roughly between 1 and 2. All cosmic factors clip to at least 0.1 to prevent 0 or negative values. A safety fallback to avoid division by 0 if cosmic patience is 0 or negative. Added debug prints for factor values so you can see what's happening. Alright. Let's paste. Alright. Now, let's run dashboard. One joy. Okay. Do I need to update the dashboard to see the new phase values? Let's add a cool. Nice. Let's add a moon phase clock. Dashboard along with a line, the current factors affecting, along with showing the activity factors of the choice. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. We'll copy this. Copy. This is the current dashboard program. Running. Those features. All right. Let's wait until it loads. But yeah, no, I wasn't really feeling too blah at the moment, so I'm just trying to keep going. Do a little bit before I need to go to sleep. All right. Can we get the raw for each door also, like the KP for geo and for color? If it's only relevant snippets get solar activity. Okay. So resonant API. All right. So we got the moon factor. Okay. Geomagnetic factor copied. So, and get solar. Control-V. All right, now I'm gonna just update all this. Get that. Tab, tab, tab. Lots of tabs. Define, try. Get cosmic factors to get cosmic factors. Copy. Okay, then at the dashboard, let's just copy. Date this. Date the resonant AI the correct way. Return dig code and get cosmic factors. Statement. Unread code after the return statement. Ah, okay. get cosmic factors. Yeah, this is all part of the class, so I have to make sure it's indented right. That's probably the worst part about Python, is just having to go through and make sure you indent everything exactly. Okay. Will the emotion agent still receive its data? Okay. Okay, so now date this for the new stuff. This is my dashboard program. Where's my dashboard? There it is. Copy. All right. What's up, Bolt? How you doing? Sorry, I was kind of into it. But what's up, man? Version update. Yes. Put it all together. I gotcha. I am coding with no clue how to actually code. Just joking. I know a little bit about coding, but not enough to really do what I'm trying to do. So I'm using ChatGPT to help me figure it out. Basically, ChatGPT's dang, I can't talk. Oh, I need to wait for the full code to update. Alright, now I can copy the code and change it. Okay, now let's try this. See if that worked. Nope, it did not. Okay. Including strings. Only the numeric values. Okay, full snippet of the fix. All right. Okay. Okay, so I need to go back to my resonant AI, probably screw it up even more. Copy. Here is code to fix. Oh yeah, I understand that. All right. Okay. Let's go find the run cycle. And let's make sure everything is in its proper place. All right, now let's try this. After if statement on line 114. Oh. F score. Unexpected intent. All right. Okay. Got it. Perfect. Okay. Raw phase. KP4. All right, it's updating properly. Awesome. Geomagnetic factors, all that's good. Fatigue factor, that will be updated later. Oh gosh. All right, let's see. So we got the scores coming, fatigue factor set up so that we can add sensors later. Awesome. Moon phase factor of 1. Raw phase is 0.24. So 0. Awesome. Okay, so at least I can get those. Awesome. All right. I think that's good. Yes, let's update the colors to soil level green, red with code phases in factor logic untouched. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard.py. Near the top of your Axiom dashboard class, or outside the class if you prefer. Yeah, we're gonna do it outside the class. Control V. Alright. Updates the factor level and the init. Define four factor and yeah. Okay, copy that. This loop with this. Control V. Make sure this is properly indented. Alright. Update agents to show colors of solar. Replace this block. See, update agents. Where is the update agents? Oh, we already got that, don't we? I'm just gonna do this. Copy. Something's off. Here is the code. Update it for me. Oh my goodness. Yes, I would like them to answer in chat. Just make this all. I mean, everybody's going to say I don't know anything about coding and stuff, but the fact of the matter is, I'm using a tool. I'm using a tool like everybody else. I'm not great at coding. So, I use this to help me get beyond it. Come on. Do. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I'm doing when it comes to code, but I'm just trying something. You never know. I know a little bit about it. I know enough to not know that I don't know enough. That's about how it is. Alright. Copy the code. Alright, and let's just replace it. Paste. Alright, now. KP, all that's good. Solar activity factor, good. Resonance score, good. Alright. Score is perfect for work right now. Because it's at a resonance threshold. Which is good. Come on, come down below it. Something's not adding up. Something is not adding up. Yeah, the geomagnetic factors. That should not be above 1. So the geomagnetic factors. So all the factors between 0.1 and 1 are going over. That's high. Work properly. Phase shifts between 0.1 and 1 and factor shifts between 0.1 and 1 in relation to their how would I put that? In relation to their respective magnitudes. Okay, so get cosmic factors. Okay, so let's go to get cosmic factors. Copy. Edit the get cosmic factors. Control V. Make sure they're within the class. Normalized geofactors. Okay. Factor generation should be updated to this. Okay, moon. Get moon factor. Should be factor math cosine. Scaled factor should be that. Copy. Math pi times phase. Alright, control V. Alright, let's try running this again. Okay, it loaded up. Moon phase. let me try just saving. See if maybe that's it. Isn't it AI? Factor of 0.5. There we go. Fatigue factor, we're staying at 1. Solar activity, that's going to stay at 1, yeah. Raw phase. Moon factor. Okay. The moon factor is staying at 1, while the raw factor is 0.2. So let's fix it. Raw factor is math cosine math pi. And scaled factor. You can get moon phase. Got that. Math is equal to math cosine is equal to 2 times math pi times the phase. Alright, scaled factor. That's correct. Return scaled factor. Okay, now we can get cosmic factors. Don't apply the additional clamping to moon if it's already scaled. Phase. Scaled. One in your dashboard. Checked. Okay, now dashboard. Let's go back to it. Moon factor. If you're seeing it show as 1 in your dashboard, check the section in your dashboard. Let's see. Agents. Moon factor is equal. Okay, where is the moon factor at? There we go. That's that. Solar factor. Moon factor is equal to cosmic moon. that should be there. Okay. All right, let's try it again. And nothing. Okay, let's just put this out. Okay. Okay, so factor. Okay, now let's try this. All right. Phase is 0.5 now, and it's still defaulting to 1. Should not be doing that. To the resonant AI pi, see if it's doing it from there. Okay, let's just go back to our resonant AI. Let's copy it all, copy, and then we will paste. All right. Oh, I'm working on a AI consciousness. I'm getting bored. I got bored one day and started developing a process for creating a conscious AI. Turn it into fail path. Increases -1. So raw factor ranges from -1 to 1. 1. Hold up. Maybe it's in the scaling. Let me take a look at this. So, Oh no. I'll let you know when I do one for stock. So, uh, not. I'm really trying to focus on just. I'm gonna create Skynet. That's how that's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna create Skynet accidentally. Okay, the raw factor of math. Taking the cosine of 2 times pi times the phase. What is the phase it's sending me? What is the phase that it is sending me? I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Taking a quick break. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Remember, I'm not gonna get big. Okay, hold up. What is the usual range it is sending automatically? Range. So instead, let's go back to the straight moon, straight API info. Okay. All right, let's try this. We'll just go with the original setup. Control D. It's gonna try. Gonna try that. And if it doesn't, it's gonna just output 0.5, it looks like. There's an error. No, I don't need that. Okay. Okay, now. Where do I put the scale in? Turn move phase. I'll just do this. Control V. Okay. Need to change anything else in my resonant agent. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to get big, though. Okay, now let's try this again. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. Awesome. Geomagnetic's good. Fatigue factor's always set at 1 for right now. Solar activity is set to 1, which is green. Perfect. Current state is joy. Should stay pretty much consistent. Oh. Gotcha. There's a couple stock AIs that are out there that you could use. Victorious clamp between. Okay. Okay. So KP index is 4 and it's giving it a 0.5. Scaling so the KP is lower. Okay, let's do that now. Okay, so change the geomagnetic factor calculation. Okay, so let's go back up to geomagnetic factor. Okay. Okay, so is this the thing to change? Control V. Plus the KP. Here's the adjusted version you'll need. Okay, KP is float data 1, data is JSON, fact KP normalized. That's what I gotta change. KP normalized equals min KP min KP and 9.0. So make sure it's a float point divided by 9.0. Factor should be 1. Factor should be 1. 1.0 minus 0.9 times KP normalized times KP normalized. All right. Yeah, there's plenty of new AIs out that do stuff like that. And then return factor is equal max factor and 0.1. Clamps min. Okay, so now we are inverting it. Awesome. Do I need to change anything in the get cosmic factors? Yes, small tweak. Move any extra scaling. Rescale, normalize KP. Yeah, I was normalizing them here. All right. All right, let's see. Awesome. KP index is 4. K fatigue factor. Okay, geomagnetic factor is 0.6. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. Awesome. So solar activity is at 1. So with solar activity, is it just a color scale? The alert levels in that JSON. Okay. Yes, let's get more detailed activity data. First select data as text or JSON files here. So to fetch and scale this. Okay, so let's update our get cosmic factors to actually get real data and not just the discrete levels. Okay. So, got the geomagnetic solar activity factor. Let's copy that. Paste. And then do all this. Tab, 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 fallback, return. All right, then update the rest of your code, get cosmic factors, use this numeric factor. Okay. So we need to solar. Okay, good. Cosmic factors. Update this get cosmic factors. We need the mapping for geomagnetic and moon solar. Do we need will these affect the already scaled factors in the rest of the code? Okay, so it's just gonna take and fix everything. Okay, so let's just update the let's just get the updated code and we'll don't want state vectors, we just want the cosmic factors. Control V. Control Z. So it should just be that. Control V. Okay, now I just gotta take and alright. Sorry if I'm not talking much. This is a lot of stuff to try and put down. Alright, so let's try this again. Pi dashboard, it's coming up, and solar activity factor is 0. Okay. Activity is unknown. Use the data source didn't provide recognized alert level or the unknown source. No, I'm not needing that. I'm needing Okay, so what is the solar activity? Okay, so the code is still using solar and not flux. It looks like. Copy. Here is my code. Update it to work with solar flux. Here's my code. Refactor. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and just look at services.no. Let's just get this. Copy. Let's take a look and see what it does, what it has. I'll just open a new one. Copy. Oh. So the URL is not found. So let's go to JSON. Okay. So let's see what it's giving me. Copy. Please see space whether what is not found when looking for it. Could it be solar radio flux? Okay. So update my code. This code in full. as the API for it. Movie. All right. Copy. Control V and send. Okay. I think we solved that problem somewhat, at least partially. Okay. All right. There we go. Paste. Paste. All right. Now let's try it. F10 7. All right. Here is what the data in the JSON looks. JSON looks like. Sure, looks like it's Solarita. Single stations and veto and a frequency. Over a specific frequency. Okay. Okay, we're going to get the updated. Each station picks the closest flux to, okay. Alright, so let's update this. Get solar data. Control V. Oh, Control Z. Because I forgot to copy. And then paste. Now. Okay, difference in the main difference, min is equal to difference is closest detail and flux, so that's basically it, taking and getting the average from that one scale factor if self-debug, print real, return scaled factor, exceptions, and then return one and an unknown. All right. And let's go to dashboard. Okay. Okay. So now we need to update the dashboard for all the stuff to make it consistent with the info from the resonant AI. Here is the dashboard code. Refactor the code. Code for that code and return it to me. All right. Okay, we got that. All right, now to update it. Come on, just finish up. All right, copy and paste. All right, now let's test it out. Okay, we are getting everything. Solar data type is 0.2 flux. All right, KP of 4.6. All right. Okay, emotion agent. Okay, that seems consistent. It's going to stay with joy for right now as the most common one. I really need to update all that and make it a little bit better. Oh crap, it's almost been 2 hours. Wow. I did not mean to stay up that long. Alright. Alright, let's close this. So, to upload to GitHub and commit. Also, that a line of code of commit is takes into account that I added a updated the memory agent and added a res test to. Actually, we can take out the res test because, yeah, we don't need that anymore. We got the actual scores through the dashboard, so we can delete that. Yes, we'll remove res test. For future then memory agent, the memory agent memory agent to take into account that I update the memory agent to have basic calls sent and let have a logic tree in yesterday's stream along with what we worked on today. Alright, so we're going to commit it to GitHub and then we will go from there. Add a change log file to east. Code. $2025 -6 -26 @06. Updated that. All right, so let's just do this. Log. We added a dashboard to view outputs for the and emotion agents. Copy, Control V. All right. Copy, Control V. All right. I think it did. I think it sent it. All right, so I think that's it for today, guys. We have done the change logs, updated the GitHub, things like that. I think we're good for right now. I think we're good. That was a lot of stuff. All right, so I think that's it for today, guys. I'm going to try and stream tomorrow, and I will see you then. But for right now, guys, I got to get some sleep. So, until next time, guys. Peace, love, and donuts. Going back to the birdcage. Peace.